Saturday and my parents downstairs taking the whole kitchen apart. They're like, I don't know, they're painting the ceiling or something. Apparently it's a autumn cleaning kind of day. I'm jumping on that bandwagon and I've just been cleaning my room, and I think it's time to do a full takedown of all the books, wipe down everything, and then try and put these away. This is every book that I've read this year. Luckily, in this circumstance, this has not been a great reading year for me. So we don't have 100 books. We have like 30-ish books probably. But I'm gonna try and put them on the shelves. I really don't have any more room. So I don't know what to do. Because I don't want to get rid of books. Like, I want my books that ideally one day I'm gonna have a room full of books, so I don't want to get rid of any. I could pack some up. I don't really want to do that either. My shelf's up. Please ignore my hair. I have it up since I'm cleaning, but I cut it not that long ago and it's just really bad. Ready, look. Let's just, I'll pin it back so it's not distracting. I don't know if that's any better. Oh well. I'm gonna finish the rest of them. This is all gonna have to get rearranged. There's too many books to like put everywhere, so we'll figure it out when we get to these. This might be a tomorrow job, to be honest. It's the same night and I finished I finished cleaning all of my shelves. Oh, I forgot those ones in the corner. Those will have to, that's not getting touched because those are full, so we'll just leave it for now. I'll do it another day. But I'm now gonna go through the process of these. I think the best course of action is to take them all down and organize them into piles of like where they would be. So like, I know that I have a whole shelf dedicated to contemporary romances. I have like interconnected standalones, a whole shelf of that. I have my shelves of like fantasy and stuff, and I have also come to terms with the fact that some of these shelves where I've displayed books really quite beautifully, I'm gonna have to just, like how I display all my Once Upon a Broken Heart books, we're just gonna have to turn it round. I have this display of my favourite romances. Maybe we'll just have to, you know, flip them to the side and use all the space. And that's that on that. So that's what we're going to do. First things first, pull these all off and like make piles. Today I thought it was so cute. So this is by Carter. He's over on Instagram. I did not like this book. I made a point earlier about not wanting to get rid of books, like to make space, but this book I think I DNF'd it like 20% in. I could be wrong. Did I finish this? Do you know what? No, I think I finished this and then I DNF'd the second book. Yes, I did. Oh, this is book 2. Where's book 1? What the frick is going on? Is this book 2? Yeah, this is book 2. Where's book 1? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I feel like I'm going to get rid of these because I DNF'd the second one. I did finish the first one, but I DNF'd the second one a little bit into it. And I really did not enjoy it. And I'm not going to pick up the third one, which I do have. So it makes sense to like maybe try and resell them, you know? on like Vinted or something as a series, since I'm not picking these up ever again.
Thank you
This
so
book
much,
smells
Carter.
like
It's so
fucking
freaking cute.
sick.
Okay, on Twitter.
Oh, what the
Was it today
fuck?
or yesterday?
Okay, cool. We have a big pile of romance books, which is no surprise. One kind of like fantasy vibe. A pile of Mariana Zapata books, which I'm going to keep all together. Ooh! I don't know what I'm going to do with, but I'm going to keep them all together. 2 books that are part of interconnected standalone series. 2 books that are kind of more general fiction. Oh, another book that is part, I don't know why I didn't do this. Another book that's interconnected standalone and another fantasy. Diabound, just read that. And then the end of a YA superhero series. So I think I'm gonna put Rose Bargain can go on this shelf. That makes sense. In fact, I might not need to reorganize this shelf. I might just slip that on there. Firebound, I think I want to put down here with Fourth Wing. I have these Harry Potter ones on display. As much as I want to keep them on display like this and see all the covers, it's just not realistic for the amount of space I have. So I think I'll just, for now, maybe pop them like that. Maybe swap. Anyway, okay, so I'll pop that there. That works. And then I'll put Diabound over here. And then there's room. This is my like YA mystery shelf. And these are YA books. So it makes sense that they go here. I think my plan now is to, firstly, I'm gonna just slot these books in where they belong. Then I'm gonna go through all of these books, pull out my favorites and put them onto this shelf with my Emily Henry and Ali Hazelwood books, and like make it less of a display and just like all my favorite bookshelf. And then hopefully that makes more room on these shelves to slot in some of these other romances that I didn't love as much. Or maybe I'll just pull out all my favorite authors and see if they'll fit on there. Like maybe I'll pull out Abby Jimenez and Annabelle Monaghan maybe. We'll see.
Yes. And we stand on those.
Hello, this is a terrible angle, I'm so sorry. Just woken up I haven't filmed anything since I organised all my books, but honestly from doing that I got such a spark of like wanting to read again, which was amazing. And then I picked up a book and I really liked it. I read it all in one day. I would have put it in this video, but I read it so quickly there wasn't even any time to film it. But I read The Conditions of Will. I'm looking this way because it's right there. I read The Conditions of Will by Jess Hastings, which I've had since it came out. I think I tried to start reading it, but it's very it has a lot of like trauma and like really messed up familial relationships. Like nothing like crazy dark, like don't be concerned about that. Well, actually there is something pretty fucking dark. Nothing crazy dark in terms of the family, but there are some really dark themes, and there's a really like the family dynamic is really fucked. And there are some really like, you should check trigger warnings for that book if you want to read it, just like if you're sensitive to stuff and it's hard for you to read stuff, because I know when I've first picked it up I was like, I can't read these family dynamics, I'm gonna overthink like everything. That's just how I felt at that time, but I picked it back up with a little bit more of a level mental state now. And I really liked it. I think I rated it like a 4.75 in my head. Not quite a 5-star. You know, I haven't had a single 5-star this year. I think that has more to do with me than the books, but that's true. If any book this year could have been a 5-star, that could have been one, because I read it so fast. I loved it. I loved like the little romance that we saw. Like, say what you want about Jessa Hastings books, but like she writes a romance like no other. Like you really believe that those people are meant to be, like despite anything else that's going on. So much drama and like shitty people having shitty reactions, and like not so shitty people still having shitty reactions. Like, oh, it was just so drama, and I really liked it. The other books I've read from her, I think of the Magnolia Park series, is all set in like London high society. This was set in like southern America high society. I think they're all from Charleston. The main character, whose name I'm forgetting, is going back home because there's been a big thing that's just happened in her family who she hasn't seen for a very long time. So she's going back home to Charleston. She actually lives in London, and she's going to see her whole family and spend time with them, and it's going to be crazy. When she gets there, her favourite brother has brought his like sobriety sponsor with him, and they just immediately are like making eyes at each other, and it's so good. So yeah, I loved that, and it gave me a bit of a burst of wanting to read, and it also reminded me like you've got some books on your TBR that you were really excited about and you didn't read because you were a little bit scared of them at the time, which was fine, but we can maybe pick them up now. So that's all to say, I've been reading Lovely War by Julie Berry. I am, I think, 110-ish pages through, 114 pages through. I was so excited about this book because I really enjoy historical books, because I like to just be sucked into that time and like how things happened, and just like take me through the day, like what's gonna happen. I like the normality of it and like seeing it. I don't know why. This takes place obviously over, I think it's World War One. Yeah, 1914. They're jumping around a bit, but it all takes place around World War One. I thought it was a really interesting premise. It's actually, I think, 2 couples, and it's all being taken, it's all being told from the perspective of Aphrodite. And I didn't really understand what that meant before I read it, but Aphrodite has been caught by her husband Hephaestus, I don't know how to say his name, having an affair with another god, and he's putting her on trial, and she's basically telling him a story of love to, I guess, get her out of it. I don't really know where she's going quite yet, but yeah, telling him a story of love, and like the greatest love that she's most proud of ever like being a part of. So she's been doing that. honestly, in theory, this book was better than it is so far. It's not bad by any means. We've only really like gotten into one of the two relationships, so I'll be interested to see how the other one, you know, comes in. I think we're actually meeting the fourth person now. We've met 3 of the 4, but it looks like we're meeting the fourth person now, which is great. I've had this issue before with books like this that have multiple POVs, specifically multiple storylines and like 2 pretty separate storylines that I think they're going to converge, so I'm excited about that. But right now they're not, and we're kind of jumping a lot, like just getting into James and Hazel, who are 2 of the people, just getting into their story, and then we're jumping to the start of another story. I have this issue with books like this where I feel like I'm building up to something and then you like cut me off with this long ass chapter that I don't give a shit about right now, you know what I mean? And I know that I have to read it to like get into it, but it's just the nature of these books. It feels like it's putting me off like really getting into it, you know what I mean? Also haven't like massively connected with the like one relationship that we've seen so far. Like they met for 3 days and then he went off to war, and like they're really obsessed with each other. They're very young, naturally. They're like 19 and 18, and I just don't feel like I feel anything about them, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I've got a lot more to go. I'm gonna try and read it. I feel like it's gonna get pretty sad, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I will like read the whole thing and finish it, but I'm not sure right now because it is like taking me a long time and I don't feel super like I want to read it. The other thing that I got recently, which I'm very excited about, is the new Claire Gilmore book. Claire Gilmore has been, I think, my favorite author of the year. Like she only has 3 books out, including this one. And I read both of the other, well, I'm looking at them. I read both of the other ones this year, and they were 2 of my favorite books. Like the 2 books that I couldn't put down that I really like wanted to read, that got me into a book, which not a lot of books have like got me into a book this year. So obviously got her new release. Very excited to read it. I believe it's about a songwriter who is like about to get her big break, but she feels like she needs more inspiration for her songs, so she contacts her ex to like date her again and re-break her heart, which is a very book premise. I feel like the other 2 didn't have as booky premises. Who's actually gonna do that in real life? Like, you gotta date me again and break my heart. You know? But nevertheless, I'm excited to read it. So if this doesn't work out, this might come into play. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. It's Friday, so I have to go to work. But I'll see you later or tomorrow. When you decide you like yourself, when you
filmed anything except for when I got stuck in traffic earlier. I basically just like nipped out quickly to post a return parcel. I was going to come back and get my mum and my sister. We were going to go to Oxford today. Ended up getting stuck in traffic, as you saw. So they literally like ran out the door when I got home, jumped in the car. We went to Oxford. I'm going to have a bit of a haul, which I'll show you now. It's like 3 p.m. It's quite cold. It's so rainy and stormy outside. Like there was lightning and everything. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling the autumn winter vibe. As you can tell from the bag, I went to Sostering and Green and I got a lot of the new Christmas stuff they have. I think I'm probably gonna go back again before Christmas time and get like wrapping bits, but I got some more decorations to add to my collection that I kind of started last year, because they have really, really nice Christmas like knickknacks for really good prices. Let's go through what I got. First things I didn't get from Sostering and Green. I got this colouring book because I really like to colour. It's like a nice it's a nice relaxing activity for me, but I always struggle with picking the colours and oftentimes get really frustrated and don't even begin the activity because I don't want to pick the colours. And this is colour by number and has like colours chosen for you, so I thought maybe I'd like this and this could take some of the annoyance out of that for me. We'll see though, because they're very fine lines and the pens I have are kind of thick, so I don't even know if they're gonna work. I might have to get more pens, which wouldn't be ideal. But yeah, I thought this was cute. Disney Princess colouring book. And then we went to Lush because I really wanted to get some refills for when I'm about to run out of body wash. I've been doing kind of like a Project Pan. If you've seen Project Pan on TikTok or anywhere, it's basically just like about using up your products and not buying more things. I've been doing that, but the one thing that I don't have any extras of is shower gel, so I thought I'd get some shower gel, and I ended up getting the Sticky Date shower gel and body scrub for when I run out. To be honest, I might try and use up what I have as quick as I can, because this is a really great like autumn winter smell. It just smells like pure toffee caramel, like a sticky toffee pudding. It's delicious and it goes great with my perfume. I use the Rare Beauty perfume, which is very caramelly spicy, and then I top that with the coffee perfume from Zara, which is all these together. I'm just going to smell like a caramel latte, and I think that is the goal. Sugar scrub. Ooh, it's sparkly. I didn't see that. I kind of hate when they put sparkles on things at Lush. I don't want to be sparkly when I'm trying to wash myself, but it smells amazing. So yeah, and we have a bunch of knickknacks from Sostering and Green, so we'll just run through those like quickly. Little snowman, tree to add to my collection of trees. I got like a few of these little elf guys. So cute. I love another elf guy. This little knick-knack thing. I might actually have this out all year, to be honest. I just like it. Little Christmas tree. So cute. I got one of these LED houses they have. I have a bunch of these, so this one to add to my collection. This might be my favourite of the elves. He's holding a big like donut thing. Big tree. That's it. Now I'm gonna sit here and I think I'm gonna maybe read for a bit. I've actually gotten through a lot more of this since I think we last spoke about it. I'm 200-ish pages through and I'm starting to get into it. We've met like all the characters now. Things are starting to form. Storylines are happening. Having a good time. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and read and be cozy and all that because I'm quite tired. Doing the Cynthia Revo. No, we're trying to anyway. Sienna's attempt. But that was great. Okay.
Daisy going over is just lovely to watch. Transition getting better. Forward.
you sounded like when you went, you know when someone's being sick and they're like, you know,
they're just being honest and they're trying to make us.
Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, poor guy. No, sweet guy. Are you awake? Oh, my baby. I didn't know you were awake.
How could he sleep through that? Good morning. It's Sunday and I wanted to have like a nice cozy day, and maybe we will at some point. It is 10 a.m. Whoa. I woke up at like 8 something and it's already 10 a.m. The morning goes fast. I actually have really made a nice dent in this book, like over halfway through, nearly 300 pages through. Having a great time. One thing that I've really is a nice little detail about the book that I love is that all the chapter headers have one of the gods that's like part of the story, like part of telling the story or listening to the story or whatever it may be, and they're all heading up the chapters kind of based on the character that we're like looking at or like what's happening at that point. And it's just like a nice little detail. I love little things like that. Having a really fun time. Still not like obsessed with it as much as I hoped I could be, but it's still fun. I feel like we're gonna get sad at some point, like something's bound to happen, you know what I mean? Consider the source. We're at war, but I'm still having a good time so far. I don't feel like I really love any of the characters or like really connected to any of the characters, but I'm liking watching them still. You know what I mean? The other thing that's kind of like, is that for the most part, the characters aren't together. Like, they get separated for different reasons, like, in different ways throughout the book, and, you know, come back together at times. But it's like, I just want to see the good shit. And most of it is, like, reading in between the good shit, you know what I mean? Which is, like, the romance and the getting to see each other and experience, like, beautiful places together. I mean, we're at war. These things aren't going to happen often, but you know what I mean. Like, most of it is just the roughage in between, which is like, I'm so sad, I miss my blah blah blah, you know. But either way, it's still good. As I was kind of saying before I got dragged off, I want to kind of just like chill, read, have like a cozy day, but my room is a mess. I really need to sort it out. I have like a big pile of washing that has been sat there for ages I need to put away. But before I even do that, I want to make a start on editing a video, which I'm not sure if this is even going to be a video, because I filmed a reading 200 pages a day, or attempting to read 200 pages a day for a week. But obviously, if I'm filming that during a work week, so I'm not able to film most of the day. So I feel like, especially towards the end of it, it became like, good morning, good night, you know? So we'll see what it looks like after I've edited it, if it's worth going up. But for now, I'm going to try and edit this, because we're going to try and get this up this week. And if not, then we're going to try and get something else up this week. Yeah.
Exception to his theme out of the apology videos now, and I messed up at all. I think the only real thing is mid-act. Hey, when someone is pissed at you by
You didn't come here for good lighting, that's for sure. Hey, it's been a minute. I haven't filmed anything in a while. The reason for that is this bad boy right here. Lovely wall. I just got stuck. I got stuck and I didn't want to read on. I wanted to read, but I didn't know what, and I didn't want to read on. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. Still on my nightstand. I'm not committed to a DNF yet, but it's been probably over a week since I've picked this up and I have no plans to right now. I kind of went from that and then peddled around with a few books, like not sure what I wanted to pick up. Wild Eyes for a little bit. Like I am already, I think, 20% through Wild Eyes by what's her face? The Chestnut Springs lady, Elsie Silver. Chestnut Springs lady. I was already like 20-ish, 25% through that, so I tried like that for like a chapter. Didn't really hop back into that. I finally finished a book. It was a reread, but I still finished it, so I felt good about this. I reread The Simple Wild by, yeah, I thought it was K.A. Tucker. So I read The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, which I read, I think, 2 Christmases ago. I read the whole series. I think I actually audiobooked it. I audiobooked it this time as well. It's a nice audiobook because it's kind of mundane-y, kind of just like following people through their life at the time. Super like, I've got a stick, so it's nice to like just have while you're like doing other things. Since then, have I started a new book? What am I reading right now? I don't think I'm reading anything right now. Such a shame. I need to pick something up. See, this is the thing. It's when I'm not in the flow of it. Because, you know, I just go to work all day, I watch Real Housewives in the evening, and then I go to sleep. And it's like, if I don't have a book that I'm liking, or if I haven't just finished a book that I really liked, that I'm in the routine of reading and I want to pick up another, I just don't go. I go 2 weeks without reading or something. But maybe we'll try and pick something up tonight. That's a good idea. I'm gonna round this video out now, not drag it on, because we have enough going on. But yeah, Lovely War is, I was really excited about it when I first got it, which was quite a while ago. I think it was last year, this time last year-ish. I was really excited about it, and it has not really grabbed me in the way that I wanted it to. That's okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.